or higher bodies.
I am so glad you made this video. I knew exactly what you were talking about, and here's why. So for context, I was in a coma for 37 days and experienced a lot of exactly what you're talking about. So one of the things that happened was when I was in my coma, I was literally like watching everything happen to me. I was literally like above my body, watching all the shit they were doing to me in the hospital. Could leave the hospital, I could go anywhere, past, present, future. It was endless, right? Just by thought, consciousness. I did not understand this when it first happened, but when I woke up, I kept saying that there was this light body that was following me around and it was taking me everywhere, and like I could literally go anywhere. I was able to go to my past in a state that I don't even live in anymore and see shit that happened. I was able to go to my friend at the time's gender reveal party, so I knew what her baby was before she even told me. Energetically, I had went to visit my grandfather in the hospital, and mind you, I was in a coma while this happened, but I woke up knowing these details. Like I woke up knowing that this is where I went and this is what I did and everything, right? So what I figured out years after the fact is that it is essentially like astral traveling, and whenever you have reached a certain level of consciousness, that you reach a higher vibration, you meet your higher self, essentially. I don't know if that's like the full breakdown of it, but I was walking with a guide. It could have been a spirit guide, it could have been whatever, but now I understand that, again, my understanding of consciousness and God and everything is different, and I really believe it was my higher self. And what's wild is that I called it a light body forever, but until I heard you say solar body, oh, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Because when I was in the coma and I was literally talking to this guide, and it's a really long fucking story, but I literally met God. And it's not what we think. It's not a man. It's not a woman. It's not a person. It was literally a fucking mirror. And can I just tell you, I was pissed the fuck off. Somebody who was like a hardcore Christian at the time, I was mad. Like, cause the whole time I'm like being drugged through all this shit, and I'm just like, I want to talk to God. Like, I don't even want to talk to nobody else anymore. I want to go nowhere else. And they told me I could go, and I went up this big ass fucking stairs, and there was this big ass giant extravagant ass mirror, and it was like, if I got too close to it, I would start to like dissipate. So I knew that I could not go towards it, but I could be near it, okay? And then it was like I was just overcome with emotion. Like there was no language. I was just communicating like in my mind, in my thoughts. Like it was fucking wild. But I could see anything. I could just bring anything to my consciousness, into my awareness, and it was there. I could know. I think this explains claircognizance. I think it explains astral traveling. I think it explains a lot of stuff. But you are absolutely correct that when you reach a high vibration, and in my case, I was in that way because I was in a coma and my body was like separated and shit. But we can do that with astral traveling. We can do that with just regular consciousness. And I know this because after my coma, years after my coma, when I'm starting to see the things that I saw in my coma in real life, in 3D reality, that told me that I was literally seeing the future. And this is why I know that time is not fucking real, that things can be happening all at the same time in 3 different dimensions, 5 different dimensions, 7 different, it doesn't matter. Like everything's happening at once. Time isn't real.
I have the ability